The moment we've all been waiting for is almost here. 1923, Season 2, Episode 4, is just around the corner, and trust me, there's a lot to unpack. Every episode takes us deeper into the chaos, drama, and power struggles that define the Yellowstone universe, and this week's installment promises to be no different. We have Spencer Dutton making bold moves, Tiana caught in a relentless chase, Elizabeth facing a life-altering revelation, and the ever-scheming Donald turning up the heat. So let's break it all down and explore what's coming next in this highly anticipated episode. Spencer Dutton is, without a doubt, one of the most compelling characters in the Yellowstone universe. His storyline in Episode 3 took a tragic and unexpected turn when he found himself entangled in illegal whiskey transport. Things escalated quickly when federal agents intervened, and while Spencer managed to save himself, his companion Luca wasn't so lucky. This moment only reinforced Spencer's ability to think fast and act decisively. His survival instincts are unmatched. But that leaves us wondering, why did he even get involved with the Italian mafia in the first place? How does this detour fit into his larger goal of reaching Montana? The good news is that Episode 4 will see Spencer working to rebuild his reputation in a truly unexpected way. He is set to cross paths with a formidable figure, Marcia Layett. If you've been wondering why Dexter actress Jennifer Carpenter was cast in this show, the upcoming episode is about to give you an answer. Despite the slow pacing of the season so far, her introduction has been seamless, and her role is about to become even more significant. Layett is in Texas for one reason: to hunt down Tiana and the priest who has been chasing her. But when she encounters Spencer, she immediately questions his presence in the area. Imagine this. It's the 1920s, and you come across a heavily armed man with no horse, no car, and no real destination, sleeping under trees like a drifter. Naturally, as a marshal, she has every reason to be suspicious. However, Spencer, being as sharp as ever, manages to explain his situation. Layett, seeing his determination, surprisingly offers to help him on his journey. But it's not just a one-sided deal. Spencer will join her in tracking down Tiana's pursuers. If you recall that leaked picture of Spencer in handcuffs, get ready to see it play out on screen, because Episode 4 is where it all unfolds. This episode will mark a major shift in Spencer's journey, placing him in the middle of a dangerous mission that could either redeem or completely ruin him. Tiana Rainwater has been through hell, and unfortunately, her troubles are far from over. If she somehow makes it to the end of the series alive and happy, I might actually stop criticizing Taylor Sheridan, because at this point, her suffering seems never ending. After narrowly escaping in Episode 3, she now finds herself facing an even bigger problem. She is officially a wanted fugitive. Her face is plastered on wanted posters across the state, and it's only a matter of time before someone, not necessarily Kent or Father Renault, recognizes her. In Episode 4, the pressure on Tiana escalates. She quickly realizes that staying hidden will require more than just running. She has to adapt, blend in, and outthink her pursuers. But as we know, no matter how smart or resourceful she is, the odds are stacked against her. The episode is expected to end with Marcia Layett finally capturing Tiana. However, this won't be the end of her story. It will be just the beginning of a new chapter. Once Layett learns the truth about Tiana's past, including the horrific abuse she endured and what led her to commit murder, the Marshal's priorities will shift. Instead of treating Tiana as a criminal, she will turn her focus on bringing down Kent and Father Renault, the real villains. Interestingly, Spencer is rumored to play a significant role in this part of the story as well. How exactly he will influence Tiana's fate remains to be seen, but his involvement could be the key to clearing her name and finally bringing justice to those who wronged her. Back in Montana, the drama is just as intense, particularly for Elizabeth. Ever since she suffered that wolf bite, her condition has only worsened. Physically, she is struggling, but emotionally, she is at her absolute breaking point. Many fans find her frustrating, but let's put things into perspective. She's just 19, was raised in the city, lost one in-law to murder and another to suicide, and barely gets to see her husband because of the harsh realities of ranch life. Can you really blame her for feeling like she's drowning? Elizabeth reaches a crossroads in Episode 4. In a moment of pure vulnerability, she admits that she has lost all reasons to stay. She gave her husband a choice, her or the ranch, and he didn't choose her. Heartbroken and exhausted, she decides to leave. But then something changes. Behind the scenes rumors have confirmed that Elizabeth will receive life-changing news. She's pregnant. This revelation will convince her to stay despite everything. Jacob's wise words will also play a crucial role in helping her reconsider. For the first time in a long while, episode 4 will show us a happy Elizabeth. However, before we celebrate, let's acknowledge one thing. This happiness is not going to last. If rumors are true, Elizabeth's decision to stay will ultimately seal her tragic fate by the end of the season. But for now, let's enjoy a rare moment of joy in her story. One character who was noticeably absent from episode 3 was Donald, which means one thing. He is about to take center stage in episode 4. His grand ski resort scheme is reaching a critical point, and his focus has now shifted to eliminating obstacles, one of them being Spencer. Once Donald learns about Spencer's telegram to Kara and hears from Banner about Spencer's legendary war hero reputation, he will realize that this man is a serious threat. And knowing Donald, he's not going to waste any time before making his next move. He is pulling every string he can, securing investors, manipulating the town council, and exploiting the Duttons' financial struggles. When Spencer finally makes it home, he will walk straight into a battlefield, and his clash with Donald might just become one of the most defining conflicts of the season. Meanwhile, Alexandra is facing a nightmare of her own. Her experience at Ellis Island was already heartbreaking, but things only got worse from there. The episode ended with a man stalking her in the train station's restroom, setting off immediate alarm bells. We now know that his goal was to rob her, but Alexandra isn't one to go down without a fight. She will fight back. And she will fight hard. In fact, she will go so far that she almost kills him. Before anyone realizes what happened, she will flee and hop onto a train, beginning a journey filled with fear and uncertainty. Given that episode 4 is titled Journey, the Rivers of Iron, we can expect much of the episode to focus on Alexandra's train ride and her desperate attempts to stay hidden. One terrifying theory suggests that she might end up in Donald's hands, which would make things even more personal for Spencer. Whether or not that happens remains to be seen. But one thing is clear. Things are only getting more intense from here. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe our channel. Thanks!